Hey everyone, Fashion Weeks have arrived. I'm so excited. I love that all the runway shows are starting up again, and we'll be previewing all of the fall collections that will be upcoming for 2014. In light of that, I thought I would do a what's in my bag Fashion Week essentials. It would be kind of fun to do one that's geared towards Fashion Week. World MasterCard Fashion Week for us in Toronto doesn't start until March, but I know New York has already begun, and then the other weeks, such as Milan, London, Paris, all that kind of good stuff is following. So in case any of you are going to the Fashion Weeks out there or are planning on going to Fashion Week in the future, I thought this would be kind of a fun what's in my bag video. In terms of bags, it really depends how much I carry with me. Dependent on the outfit I'm wearing, always got to match the outfit to the bag. And right now and during most Fashion Weeks, I tend to tote around my Louis Vuitton bag just because it's enormous and can pack a lot of stuff in there. And if you plan on going to the shows all day long, it's great to have a big bag, especially if you don't live in the city that the Fashion Week is taking place in, whether you're commuting or, I don't know, maybe staying there in a hotel or whatever the case may be. It's kind of nice to have everything you can kind of shove into your bag with you there, so you don't have to leave the shows for too long. But if I don't have a big bag like this, I'll just carry an oversized clutch or even just a regular size clutch, and we'll obviously have to taper down what I'm bringing with me to just some bare essentials. But I thought I would cover, you know, more of what's in my bag if I were bringing around this massive thing with me. So inside my Louis Vuitton bag, we'll go through what I would bring to Fashion Week. The first and foremost is my wallet. Now if I were carrying a clutch, this would just come down to the essentials of maybe a debit card, license, credit card, something like that. That's really all I would need. But because I've got my entire purse, I'm gonna put the whole thing in there. This is just from Indigo. It was $12. I just love the polka dots in pink. I think it's so cute, so that's why this one is with me. So always carry, obviously, your wallet and ID with you. The next thing I bring with me is always some kind of journal. This is a Kate Spade journal. It says Escape the Ordinary on the front. It's just blank on the inside, just so you can take notes regarding the shows, either trends that you see or maybe story ideas that pop to your head. Of course, you can do this on your phone as well, but sometimes I find it a little bit faster just to jot it down with a paper and pen myself, so I prefer a journal. Again, it doesn't have to be this big. You could get a really teeny tiny one from the dollar store or anywhere. It doesn't really matter. But again, I've got a larger purse right now. It's not too heavy, so that's why I'm putting this one in here, just so I don't have too many notebooks floating around. But this is great. I personally, again, like I said, love to write things down, so that's why that's in there for me. The next thing I bring to Fashion Week are a makeup bag, and this makeup bag in particular I love. You guys know I'm obsessed with gold and polka dots, just gold and white in general I love. But this one is a cute little makeup bag, and I always carry a few makeup essentials with me, especially if I'm going for the day to Fashion Week. I personally don't live in downtown Toronto. I'm more on the outskirts, so my car and my purse tend to be my lifeline for most things, and I put everything in there. So for my makeup bag, if you guys want to see what's in there, I always bring a lip balm. This is Epic Blend Hemp. This is a Canadian company. All of their lip balms are paraben free. Most of them are organic, and they're made with like cocoa butters and things like that to keep your lips really moisturized and just nourished. So this has become my new favorite. I know a lot of people love the EOS ones. I love those too, but this one I find is a little bit easier for application. It's not so rough. I find sometimes the EOS ones don't spread so nicely, and these ones are great. So that's one in there. I also bring a lipstick, a long-lasting one. Typically, I don't bring gloss or anything else with me, only because I'm a little lazy on reapplicating. And I've mentioned these to you before in videos. These are the Makeup Forever Aqua Rouge lines. One side you've got a long-lasting lipstick that lasts about 16 hours, which is amazing, and then the other side is a gloss. So I will start off the day by putting on the lipstick side, and then just reapply the gloss during the day as needed. And the best thing about this lipstick is even though you eat or drink or whatever else, it doesn't fade. It doesn't get all crusty and nasty on your lips. It just really stays put, and which is why I love it, and that's why it's one of my Fashion Week essentials. I always carry a very teeny tiny compact with a blush and some eyeshadows in there and a little brush. This is a Bobbi Brown one that I got from Sephora. They're always giving out little travel sets or gift sets, things like that. So it's just got some neutral shades in there. But again, just to, if I need any touch-ups during the day, it's great. And again, it's not a very large case. It's very thin, not very big, so it's not a cumbersome thing to carry around. And that way I can stay touched up and looking great if I want. Any eyeliner, this is YSL. It's just a black eyeliner. Obviously does not have to be YSL, but again, just a black eyeliner to touch up some of my makeup in case I may need it during the day. So this is a must-have. So that is my makeup bag. That's what I carry around in there. This is my business card holder. You never know who you'll meet during Fashion Week, so I always carry some extra cards with me just in case. It's a great way to network with either other bloggers, editors, photographers, everyone. Another thing I carry with me are a foldable pair of flats. These are Dr. Scholl's flats. They fold very teeny tiny. They come in a little case. I've just taken them out beforehand. As much as I love my heels, and I am a dedicated heel gal, sometimes after 8 hours or even 5 hours of wearing your beautiful heels, they do become painful. So flats are really great to carry around in your purse. They are a must-have, especially in my books. Even if, while you're sitting on the benches, you want to slip off your shoes and put on some flats quickly, or even if you just want to give yourself a break, from the heels for a little bit. These are great to, slip on your feet quickly. And again, like I said, they're very compact. They can fold up like this, and then you could even stick them in a clutch if you want to. Snacks. A lot of the time, most shows only have about a half an hour, maybe 45 minutes, give or take, between shows. Most of the time, I'd say closer to half an hour. And unless you really want to skip a couple of shows to go get a meal, it's really crucial to have some snacks on hand just so you don't get faint, so you stay energized during the shows and can get through until you can stop and have a proper meal. So one thing I love to carry with me are almonds. These are great because they're high in protein, they're healthy, they're easy things that you can pop in your mouth while you're watching a show or, out milling around in between. These are great until you can sit down and have a meal. And the other kind of snack that I always carry with me is a granola bar of some kind. This is actually the Simply bar, which is soy, I believe. And it's great because it's 16 grams of protein, only 3 grams of sugar, which is fantastic, and 160 calories. So it's relatively healthy, which is nice. And again, light enough that, again, you can munch on it until you can stop and have a proper meal. And let me tell you, snacks are crucial. Now, along with that is a bottle of water. I didn't have mine handy at the moment. I just pitched one. So water is also crucial, only because a lot of the time the lights within the tents tend to get a little bit warm, especially during a lot of the busier shows. And again, you don't want to feel faint. You want to stay hydrated, so make sure you carry a bottle of water with you. Again, they're easy to throw in your purse or just carry around with you alongside your clutch or whatever you may be carrying with you that day. My phone, especially because I'm always taking pictures for Instagram to put on my iPhone or tweet the shows as I'm there. So that is always with me. And I always have gum because you never know who you're talking to and you do not want to kill them with awful breath. And I also carry little band-aids in the sides of my purse or clutch, only because, bless the shoes, but sometimes a gal gets blisters from wearing them far too long. So these are always with me just because you never know when you might need them. And I have given myself blisters from Fashion Week before, and trust me, it is not fun. So having these around can be such a lifesaver. The last two things actually that come with me during Fashion Week. Number one is a brush just to keep the locks in check while I'm out. I know there's some that fold and whatnot, so you don't have to go for something quite as big, or you can even just bring a comb with you if you want. But again, this is something that I always toss in the purse. And then last but not least, this doesn't really go in my bag, but it's something that I'm always got with me on hand, is my camera. I've got one that I'm filming with right now, so I can't show you that one. That's a Nikon. But I also have another miniature Nikon that also takes really great shots, and this is the V2, or number 1. It takes a great picture. It could be a really great starter camera for those of you that are looking for one. And they've got a bunch of different lenses that you can attach to get a really nice, crisp, clean shot. And on that note, just while we're on the cameras, for those of you that are going to Fashion Week, please, please, please don't bring an iPad. I can't even tell you, there's nothing more agitating than having, watching a show, either taking notes on your phone, journal, whatever, or a quick snapshot with your phone, and you've got someone holding up this gigantic stupid iPad blocking your view and everyone else's. Why people would bring an iPad, I'm not sure. Most people find it obnoxious, so I would probably stay away from that. And I find them cumbersome to carry. I'm sure maybe an iPad mini, if you have to bring one, would be a better source, but I mean, you can take the same kind of picture on your iPhone and blog about it either from your phone or after the fact. So that's just a word of advice or pleading, I guess you could say, just because most people don't like it. But again, a camera is a great thing to invest in, especially if you're going to be blogging about it later and you want to get some shots of your own to talk about the experience that you had at Fashion Week. That's a great thing to carry around with you. I do recommend bringing a portable iPhone charger as well. Your phone will juice so fast from taking so many pictures, tweeting constantly, Instagramming, all of the fun that you're having at Fashion Week. So a phone charger, a portable phone charger is so crucial, I can't even tell you. Most of the time if I'm going to Fashion Week, even if my phone's at 100%, it will be flat dead within a couple of hours, well, or a few hours at least. So a portable phone charger is absolutely a must. Cannot even tell you. So those are my Fashion Week essentials, guys. Hope you enjoyed them. If you go to Fashion Week yourself or are prepping to go to Fashion Week, you know, this season or next, I would love to hear about some of the essentials that you bring, or, you know, if there's something that I forgot that you would also like to mention that you think would be a great idea, comment below. I would love to hear your thoughts. And I adore you all to pieces, and we'll chat to you next week. See you later.